Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to give you swatches, including lip swatches, and a review of NYX's brand new lip product. These are called the Smushy Matte Lip Balms. Please always check the description box. I link to where you can find these for purchase if you're interested in buying them that way. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Please hit that red button if you aren't already subscribed. And you can also go follow on Instagram. It's been a little while since I posted my last video, but it was also for a new drugstore lip product. Those are the CoverGirl Yummy Blur lipsticks, which are kind of similar in the same vein, taking inspiration from Korean beauty with this blurred, matte, but comfortable type of finish. So I will also link that in the upper right hand corner if you are interested, if you haven't seen that already, and if you want to compare this product to that one. All right, let's move on to the description for this product so we can make sure to keep those in mind when testing them out. NYX says that these are smushy-soft tinted lip balms that deliver a plush blurred effect and a trendy soft matte finish. The formula includes mochi rice powder and sugar ceramides and is supposed to be hydrating and weightless in texture to leave you with a dreamy diffused color. The formula should also glide on effortlessly with a comfy lip balm feel that lasts all day. NYX also says that you can leave this more sheer or you can build it up for a more intense finish. They also do say that it is a scented lip balm with a unique, delicious scent. They don't specify what the scent is. The total number of shades in the range is 12. That includes one colorless balm. So I have 6 of the actual color shades to show you in this video. Let's take a look at the ingredients here. The formula is cruelty-free and vegan. Right away you can see you get that matte effect starting with dimethicone in the formulation. You also have shea butter followed by the fragrance. And there is some amount of ceramides in there too. So as you can see, these are in plastic tubes with this kind of bulbous end here. And the tubes are all different shades to reflect kind of the color that you're gonna get inside. You get 0.27 fluid ounces or 8 milliliters in each tube. So the packaging is squishy and you get this silicone slanted applicator. A few new products I've been using. First from Clinique's Moisture Surge collection, which I really like. I've been using their spray lately. I've used the lotion. This is the Active Glow Serum. What's great about this is that it is hydrating while also giving you a little bit of exfoliation, brightening and plumping the skin because it has lactic acid, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, caffeine, aloe, vitamin C, so it is packed with great ingredients and it does leave you with a little bit of a glow. It's not a complete water formula like a toner, but it is also not like a lotion. I would say it's like a very, very watery lotion texture. Then a body scrub and moisturizer from Lancer. These are incredible. The body polish has these really tiny, evenly sized quartz powder particles to exfoliate the skin, and also some salicylic acid to help with that exfoliation, and ascorbic acid and a form of retinol. It leaves the skin feeling so smooth and it smells incredible. Then the body polish is so nourishing without feeling really heavy and suffocating. This one also does have a light fragrance and the formula has glycolic acid, shea butter, squalane, and vitamin C to really lock in that smooth looking hydrated skin with some nourishment after using the polish. So we'll start here with shade Swipe Sesh. So you're gonna squeeze out the product and it comes out the end there. And this is described as a light dusty rose. Ooh, I can smell the scent there. It is like a juicy scent. Next up is Snuggle Season. This one's described as a blush nude. It's definitely got more of a almost brownie mauve quality to it. third is Soft Smile. This is described as a soft nude. Whatever that means. It's like it's almost like a yellow based gray. No, I would say more yellow based. Soft camel color. Fourth, Swipe to Smooth. This is described as a cherry cola brown. See, that's a much more descriptive, well, descriptive shade characterization. These arm swatches are a little interesting with this silicone applicator. Fifth shade is Sassy Stuff. This is described as a candy apple red, which I think is very accurate. And sixth is Squeeze and Sizzle. And this one is described as a cherry red. It's a deeper purpley berry red color. All right, so those are your 6 shades swatched. Interestingly, these still have a balmy sheen to them, even though it's described as like a matte finish. I was a little surprised by the all-day wear claim. It certainly doesn't feel like they would wear all day in applying them. Let's do a swipe test. Yeah. So I don't know, doesn't seem like that formula is stay in place, but you might be able to get some color that stays behind. We can do a makeup wipe test to kind of test that out. So maybe a little bit of color sticking, but I doubt this all day wear claim. The first thing I'll note is that these each have different fragrances. It's not all the same across the board, and it is a noticeable fragrance when you're applying them. The formula with the matte finish, on the lips, it doesn't appear to have the same balmy sheen as it looked like they had in the swatches. So you do get a more matte finish. The formula is super comfortable. If you compare it to the CoverGirl ones, there is more, it's like a thicker formula that has more of a moisturizing, nourishing feel on the lips. So in that sense, they are more like a balm, whereas I think the CoverGirl Yummy lipsticks are more like a lipstick almost, or like a chapstick. I kind of like these. I love that blurred matte finish. I think it is much more advanced or modern than that super dry matte finish that we used to get like 10 years ago with matte MAC lipsticks. It's comfortable to wear, it feels lightweight. I will say that and you'll see this in some of the footage, the color itself has a translucence to it. And the one that I noticed that with the most was the kind of camely cafe shade Soft Smile, because that shade alone is very yellowy brown, but because my lips have that pink tone to them, when I applied it on top of my own lips, the color is very different applied than what you see in the swatch, or if you're just looking at the shade in the tube. So I think it's good to keep in mind that probably with all of these shades that are shown in this video, if you have very pigmented lips or very pale lips, the end result shade on you is going to probably look different than what you see in this footage. So that's one of the main reasons why I always do arm swatches, especially for lip products, because that hopefully gives you a more neutral, although not completely neutral obviously, but somewhat more neutral idea, so that you can maybe better guess what the end shade might be on your lips, as opposed to on my lips if my lip pigmentation is significantly different from yours. I did do a kiss test, and I was surprised again that there's pretty minimal transfer. I still don't know that I would say this formula is gonna last all day, but there is like a coating on the finish that helps it to not transfer super noticeably. The sheer, semi-sheer pigmentation also helps with that. Obviously, if it were super opaquely pigmented, you would notice the transfer a lot more. But overall, I really like these. I personally like the packaging. It is kind of, it has sort of like a retro feel to it, and maybe is not the most convenient for travel. It's not shaped in a way that's low profile, but it's fun. And I do like this blurred matte formulation that has been coming out with the drugstore American brands and has been around for a long time when it comes to the Asian beauty market. Let me know in the comment section what you think, if you've tried any of these, if you liked any shade in particular that you saw, or any questions you have. I hope this video was helpful if you were curious about these, and especially if you're someone who's tried both the CoverGirl ones and this one, tell me what you think. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video. I appreciate it as always, and I'll see you in the next one.